off we go on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Off on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. Call it a loss of 12 that time. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
15-yard line.
From the gun, here's Goff. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. It's Ryan Kerrigan getting the sack. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
A punt of 46, a return of 5. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
7-yard line.
Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now the first carry for Bryce Love. And some nice running, going to get him down close to a 1st down at the Rams' 43-yard line. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Here's Haskins to throw. Able to find Shaheen, the tight end. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
1st and 10.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's McKissick. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
The ball carrier.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Now it's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Haskins. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting them in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
From the 2, here's first and goal. They'll run with Barber, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Peyton Barber, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. This is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. Get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right.
25-yard line. The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
If they open things up, let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Airing it out deep for Woods. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. That means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This is Love. It was Sebastian Joseph who got him down defensively.
He's brought down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
check 59, right? Mike is still slow. 59. Here we go. Mike spot 9.
On play action, Haskins. That one is slant to McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington! Terry McLaurin, his first touchdown on the year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
Dustin Hopkins.
And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. When they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Rams take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Not much there, only a yard.
At the 26-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Rams nothing.
2nd and 9. Now the 6-year man from Texas, this is Malcolm Brown. And boy, this burgundy and gold defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage. And now 3rd and 11 coming up. Throwing on 3rd, Goff. And he wants Reynolds way downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good.
And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
At the 42-yard line.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Out of the gun, Goff. Going up top for Kupp. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
It's a
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. They'll run with McKissick. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
A carry now for McKissick. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Webster now to return. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10.
Around 48-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee.
Goff's pass.
That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
It's 2nd and inches.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
24-yard line.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Play action. It's Goff. Looking for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Yards to go.
Back to throw here. Sliding out of the pocket. And he comes back with one complete. And the ball is knocked out. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that 1st down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the 1st down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 2nd and 7, Haskins. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down. 2 minutes to play, 1st half, it's 14-0. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They will run it. It's McKissick. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Hey. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
On second and a couple. Haskins looking for his running back, and he's got it. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Haskins. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On 1st down, here's Love. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
Love the ball carry.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
26. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And Hopkins' kick is good. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And that going to hit in the end zone as we restart things here in the second half with a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
To J.D. McKissick.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. The pickup of 5 yards. First down, Washington.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Haskins. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll hand it off. It's Love. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 5.
2nd and 5. Here's Haskins, a quick throw out wide. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 33. 11 yards there, 1st down. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
On 1st down, Love. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming.
Brings up 4th down and 1.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He connected on his first, this from 41. Hopkins' kick is good. And the lead now increases to 20-0. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
1st and 10. At their own.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. In the 3rd quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Now it's gone. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll run on 1st down. It's Gibson, and he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Makes this Washington 27. Rams nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Dancing to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now, the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
Plays and out. It's 4th down.
They're going to go for it. It's Goff. Steps away to his left. He can run. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. On 1st down, Love. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
He's brought down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. He gets this complete to Shaheen, the tight end. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. They've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Gonna give it to Love. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Another big play there by Aaron Donald, the NFL's Defensive Player of the Year in 2017 and 18. We know he can rush the passer. He's also dominant in the run game. The quickness for a man his size often defeats the offensive lineman trying to block him.
Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. And on the ground they go with a running back. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
There have not been a lot of great moments for this defense throughout this game. Finally, they have one they can hang their hat on. A nice stop there.
Kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They run the toss with Henderson. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. He wipes out the penalty yardage with a good run to get it back to 2nd and 7.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jonathan Cyprien. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football. I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Mike, check, 59. Exit.
On 3rd down, here's Love. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. Hopkins' kick is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Ryan Kerrigan picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
From the gun on third down, Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The Rams going for it on fourth. Goff. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And this is going to be incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on fourth down. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
On the keeper. A loss of 1 brings up 3rd and 8.
Hey. 4 down. Mike, check. 59. Watch the score.
And they will take a knee here.
Haskins on the keeper. A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
Dustin Hopkins now for the Washington field goal. From the left hash, this from 39. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often. But you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Rams take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Brings up 2nd and 5. At the
looking to throw again on 2nd down. Goff. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. 76.
On 1st down, it's gone. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away. Here's 2nd and 10. One last throw here for Goff. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15.
Today's final
So it's Washington getting the victory here. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Washington, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for L.A., they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.